everybody, welcome back to the channel. True Gamer for Reals here for you once again. Now we all love a great horror movie, but really, what is a horror movie entitled? Jump scares, killings, all kinds of freaky stuff. So what if we want to experience those horror movies for ourselves in person? I know for one that I love VR horror games. And today, I'm going to be showing you my top 15 games for horror in VR. First up, we have The Inpatient. The Inpatient is a great game. I absolutely loved every single little thing about it. Now, it didn't look all that great because it was on the PlayStation VR, but I tell you what, it definitely has a bunch of jump scares and all kinds of things to make you jump and not want to go to sleep at night. This, I believe, was the prequel to Until Dawn. So if you've played that game, you definitely want to play this one in VR. I promise you won't regret it.
Are you trying to get us killed? Who are you?
You do understand I want what's best for you. Good. You should know that we have made remarkable progress today.
For the players.
Up next, we have the Brookhaven Experiment. This is just a stand-in-place shooter, but I tell you what, it does have all kinds of gory, creepy, zombie-like characters that come at you. The game mechanics really are not that bad. I actually enjoyed firing some of the weapons. It probably doesn't have the best graphics in the world, but as far as just scary things coming at you, it does make you feel like you're rushed and you have to kill certain things within a certain time limit before they come and get you. So, not too many jump scares, but it is worth playing. Next, we have Affected the Manor. Now, this game really had me getting all kinds of chills down my spine with this. I actually played this game with just my ceiling room fan going, and what it is you're in a creepy mansion the whole entire time, and the effects with the ceiling fan just like gave me chills, like literally. So it made a vibe of just all kinds of like creepy haunted house, damp and dark type feel to it, and it was really fun. The game is fairly short, but I can promise you it does have plenty of jump scares and some creepy things that happen, as well as some puzzle solving in order to get through the game. So make sure you check that out. Usually it's pretty cheap, and yeah, just make sure you check that out and add it to your list. Until Dawn Rush of Blood is a really cool game. All I can say about it is it's almost like you're on a roller coaster and you're getting to shoot at things while having all kinds of weird things pop out at you, and just the sound and audio alone, it makes it sound like things are running behind you. There's things in the dark that you can't see, and just the whole entire vibe of the game is just creepy. You got a creepy clown the whole entire time, you know, doing weird things. But the best part about it is as you're riding the roller coaster, it's almost like you're progressing through a theme park. So there is different attractions or different like environments, you can say. And each one has its own creepy little section, and it's just totally worth it. So make sure you grab that game up. It should probably be less than $10-15 nowadays.
PS4 for the...
Still,
Now, Narcosis is a game that I can straight up tell you and be honest, I have not played. But I will tell you that every person that has played it has told me that I need to. So this is next on my list to actually play, so stay tuned for a review for this. As you can see from the footage, there's some creepy things going on.
So yeah, maybe you're safe and dry, but inside you're drowning. I made mistakes down there, yes, but did I lose my mind? No. No way.
Next up, we have Resident Evil 7. Now, who doesn't love a great, scary Resident Evil game? This is one of the first games that I actually played in VR, and it's what made me buy a PlayStation VR when it originally came out. So if you have not played Resident Evil 7 and you're a huge fan of Resident Evil, this is one that you do not want to pass up in VR. The whole entire game is just fantastic, in your face, all kinds of scary things going on. Even if you've already played Resident Evil 7 and haven't tried it in VR, just go ahead and try it. It's a whole different game from a new perspective.
Daddy's coming. We need to go. We need to go now.
How is this happening?
Shut up and listen if you want to stay alive. Ethan, you gotta get out of that house.
Now, I've seen everything. What the? What is that? What is that?
What is it? They're dead. They're all dead.
This house has seen more than you can imagine, and it knows.
No, leave me alone!
Wait!
Ethan, don't lose it. It's important.
I gotta get out of this.
Here They Lie was another game that I played on PlayStation VR that was really cool and kind of unique. It was made by an indie developer, and what really drew me to it is pretty much the scary characters that are walking around. There's a bunch of people that are walking around with animal heads, and it just gives you a whole vibe of just what the hell is going on here all the way from the beginning. It's actually a love story, but I won't give away too much about it, but I can tell you that it's totally worth playing, and all the creepy elements, as you can see here, are totally there.
Everything runs downhill here. If you go deep enough, the city forgets it's a city. It all feels so alive, so vibrant. But what does it mean? What is it for? I waited on the platform for the train to take me home, but it never came. Sometimes the darkness is there for a reason.
PlayStation.
Wraith the Oblivion Afterlife is a new title that came out last month, and it is 100% probably one of the best scary games you can play right now. That's a standalone game for Oculus Quest 2. Whatever you do, be ready to scare yourself shitless. I have countless videos on this at the moment, and if you haven't checked it out yet, make sure you check out that playlist, because it is absolutely insane how many times I've jumped out of my seat. Just make sure that this is a title that you don't miss.
Did you murder dear Rachel? The house won't let us leave. There has to be a way out somewhere. I've spent it all. You know how the song goes, right? Ed is dead. Welcome to the afterlife.
Now, Walking Dead Saints and Sinners may not be a very scary game, but I feel like I have to add it to this list just because of all the pure, crazy things going on in it. I wouldn't really necessarily title it as a horror game either, but The Walking Dead, the whole series, is just insane. You've got all kinds of killers running around, you got all kinds of things like the zombies coming at you, so not only do you have to worry about the zombies, but you got to worry about all the everything else that's in the environment too. This game, I just have to say, is an absolute 100% must-play game. There are a few scenes, especially when the zombies come at you in the dark, that will jump scare you. So that's why I'm kind of including it in this actual top 15 of horror games. It's just something that you gotta play, and if it has zombies, it kind of has to deal with horror.
So tell me, tourist.
If I didn't do it, someone else would have. There was no preventing her exile.
Do it already! Finish the fucker!
Please. Not here. Not like this.
In him now!
Next up is The Exorcist. all I can say is just watch the footage from this. And this game is 4 parts, and each part, it just gets scarier and scarier. I mean, within the first 20 minutes of the game, I was already losing my mind with the atmosphere that they actually set for you in this game. I'm not going to give away too much. You could probably get this for under $10 now. Just buy it.
Are you there? And by the way, we still have the patient's belongings. Gosh, you faithless swine. She's with us.
I had to shut off the power. We have to be quarantined. There's no way out. God, forgive me.
You have seen humanity up close. You study firm. God created us. You know what it is capable of. And it gives you nightmares, doesn't it, detective?
It must be stopped.
Another great title that you need to pick up is Paranormal Activity. This is kind of a game where you're trapped inside a haunted house again, but if you've watched any of the movies, it's almost just like watching a movie. There's weird things happening around you, voices behind you that you turn around and can't see. Sometimes you even turn around and there's a ghost right in your face. Just make sure you get this game on your list. It is definitely going to creep you out. Lies Beneath is another great standalone title for Quest 2. It really, the best thing about it is the level design and just how the game looks. It's done in cell shade, and it is just a compilation of great atmospheric pressure while still trying to figure out maze-like levels, and you get a bunch of jump scares at the same time. So this game is really cool. It is fairly short. You can complete it in about 6 hours or so, but it's definitely something you want to check out because the ending will have you spinning your head around. Who could ever forget about Alien Isolation? Mother VR has made a great modification that I do have a video and tutorial on how to set up for this to be played in VR. If you ever played it standalone, just by itself on a console, it was scary enough. To experience that whole entire thing again in VR is just mind-blowing. And just everything about this game in VR just ups the ante 100%. Make sure you check out that tutorial and get this game modded and play it now. Phasmaphobia. All I gotta say is just play it. It's 4-player co-op, or you can play it single player, which I highly don't recommend because you will definitely scare yourself shitless doing it. This game was made by one person. That alone right there should entice you to go get the game. It is topped the charts for VR horror ever since it came out. It is just insane. Absolutely insane. You basically play a ghost hunter, and you have all the equipment at your disposal to try to find ghosts. And yeah, that's really all you need to know about it.
Okay, I've checked the water and it's dirty.
That means we're dealing with either a spirit or a wraith. You're not done yet, though. We still need more information.
It's possible the ghost is in the basement. I'll use the spirit box to get a confirmation.
Okay, if you don't get a reading, then look around with a UV light for anything out of the ordinary.
Is anyone in this room? Can you give me a sign? Got a reading on the spirit box.
Alright, it looks like we're dealing with a spirit. Hey, your vitals aren't looking good. You need to pack up and leave as soon as you can. You're risking your life from this point on.
Last on my list is Survive. Now this is a PC VR game only, but I can tell you it is much, much better, in my personal opinion, of Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. This game can be played in 4-player co-op with your friends or single-handed. Everything from the mechanics to the atmosphere to the guns, everything is legit a zombie quarantine survive experience. This game is an absolute must play if you have PC VR. So just make sure you get this game. I don't care what anybody else says. If you have a good PC game, or a computer should I say, this is a good PC game to play. Check out all our videos on this series. You just have to get down and play this game. If you ever wanted to see what it was like to survive in a zombie apocalypse, this is the game that does it for you.